Hi everyone, it's svgcoop.com with another training series for you. We're going to be working on creating something similar to this heart that you see here on the left of the screen. And we're going to be using Adobe Illustrator, and then I'm going to do another version using Inkscape. So up here on the top, I just want to show you, so far this is what's going to be in the sample file. I'll also include our finished files and the files that we're working on right now. So you're going to get the breast cancer awareness ribbon, 5 different fonts, this little flower, and the heart. So I'm just going to get back to my Adobe Illustrator, and I'm going to hit File, New, and I'm going to make my document 12 inches by 12 inches, so I'll hit OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command apostrophe and Command R. It's Control apostrophe and Control R if you're on the PC, in order to get my ruler here and my grid. I just like to have those when I'm working. Okay, so let's go to File, Place, and we're going to place the heart on our project first. So I'm going to hit Place, and I'm just going to drag down and make the heart pretty big. And up here on the top you can see that the fill is pink and the stroke is pink. So I'm going to change the stroke to black, and I'm going to change the fill to none. And then I'm just going to click up here on the gray bar just to deselect everything. And with my black arrow, I'm going to select the heart, and then I'm going to hold down the Alt key, and I'm going to click and drag, and then I'm going to let go of my mouse and then let go of the Alt key. I'm just going to make a duplicate copy to keep over on the side. And I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to hold again the Alt key. I'm going to select it, hold the Alt key, drag away, and this time I'm going to make the heart a little bit smaller. And let's see, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to make another duplicate of the smaller heart. So I'm going to hold the Alt key again, drag away, and then let go of my mouse and let go of the Alt key. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start, if we look at our image, you can see we have some words that go the way you would read them. And then you have some that are kind of going along the bottom. So we're going to start with the words that are on the top here. So we're going to click on our image. We're going to click on with the black arrow tool, click on the outer heart. And then we're going to go to our type tool that's the type on a path tool. If you don't see that, there's a little corner marking here. If you click on that, you get this drag out menu where you have your type tool, area tool, and all of that. So you want the type on a path tool. I'm going to select that. I'm going to select the outside of the heart, and I'm just going to type the first 4 words. So it's believe, faith, peace, and courage. Alright, so then I'm going to click on my type 3 times to highlight it all. I'm just going to bring the font size up just to sort of get it placed about where we want. Okay, and then I'm going to change some of the fonts. So I'm going to highlight believe, and I'm going to change that to a headline font. I did not include this one because I don't remember where I got it from, so you can pick a different font if you want to. And I'm also going to do courage with the headline font. Okay, and then the faith font, we're going to go with one of the ones that we selected up here. So I'm going to select the Dimbo, regular. And for the peace word, I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to use the Hobo font. Okay, now our text right now is above our heart, and I actually want it to be underneath. So with the black arrow tool, I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to go up to the top and go to Type, Type on Path Options. And we're going to hit the preview so we can see. And then I'm going to change the Align to Path to Ascender. And so you can see now the words are inside of our our heart. But the piece, see the piece on our image over here is starting at the break of the heart. So I want to move this over a little bit. So these little bars here are where you can move text. So I'm just going to move it over so the piece kind of goes where it's supposed to go. Alright, and I think actually I'm going to grab grab our type tool, and I think I'm just going to make these fonts just a little bit smaller. So maybe go down to 70, and let's see, a little space in between here. And don't worry about if it's not perfect yet. We will get there. Space there. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller so we can see our original image compared to what we're working on. Okay. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start writing some of the words that are going on the inner part. So again, you're going to grab your type on a path tool, and we're going to start a little bit higher here. And I'm just going to start typing. So it's love. Oops, it'd be good if I had the right letters. Love and strength. All right, and again, we want to go to type on path options, hit the preview, and go to ascender so that it sits farther down. And this time we want the love to be moved over more. I'm just going to hit OK. We want the love to be moved over more. Sort of sit there. And then we're going to grab our type tool, and we want the strength to be moved over because we want the little flower to go in between. So I'm also going to make this font a little smaller. Click on character, and let's bring it down to about 60. And let's see. Okay, I'm just going to add a little more space. Alright, so our heart is still a little bit too big, so I'm just going to go to the corner, hold the shift key down, and make it a little smaller so it's going to fit in this area a little bit better. And we can move these things after, so no worries. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place the ribbon. So we're just going to go to File, Place, and grab the Recipe and Star Runners ribbon, hit Place. I'm just going to sort of drag that out. Okay, and then we're going to do Image Trace, and you can see it kind of disappears. So I'm going to go to my Image Trace options. You can click up here, and you'll get the panel. We're going to change it to color, but I don't want 30 colors, I really just want 2, so I'm going to drag all the way down to 2, just in case there's some shading in your image. We don't want any of that, so I'm just going to do that and then hit expand, and then I'm going to click off of the image. I'm going to grab my white arrow, I'm going to click the white space, I'm going to hit select same fill color, and then hit delete. So all we are left with is the ribbon. Then with my black arrow, I'm going to grab the ribbon. We don't want the heart, so I'm just going to grab the ribbon, and we're going to do the Pathfinder and Unite, and then we're going to hit Command 8 to turn it into, oops, let's just get that highlighted here. And shift click on the hearts to deselect those. Unite, and then Command 8, and then I'm going to change the fill color to black. Okay, so I'm going to bring our big heart that we had before back over here, just so we can kind of keep a reference of what we're looking at. And I'm going to actually make another copy of it. So with the Alt key held down, I'm just going to drag away another copy. Just move it to the side because we don't need it. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to type on this path, but I want the words that are going to be coming around the bottom. I'm going to click on my path tool again, and I'm going to start right about here. And I'm just going to start typing the words. So we have hope, I'm going to use all caps, hope, love, determination, never give up, and love. Okay, so obviously the words are not going the way we want them to, so I'm going to click on it, and we're going to go to type on path options, to say flip. I'm going to hit the preview so you can see it. And you can see now it's on the inside of our heart going along the bottom, which is what we want. So I'm going to hit OK. And then with the type tool selected again, I'm just going to triple click and I'm going to make the font size a little bit smaller so we can kind of get it where we can see. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so then what I want to do is I'm just going to change some of these fonts a little bit. I'm going to change this one to headline. And this one to be Sasha marker. Leave the never give up. I'm just going to put a little space there so it goes around the other side. And this love, actually, that's kind of like a college or a stencil font, so let's see if I have one. Yeah, I do. So you can probably find the stencil font also. Alright, so we're just starting to really get our words placed on our project. So I'm going to leave it at that for now, and we will be back with the next steps coming next. Alright, thanks for watching, and please come back.